Hey everyone, GMX here and welcome back. And you know what time it is. It's first look time with Civ 6. They released a video for first look at the new Vietnam leader. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, here it is, the new Frontier Pass first look Vietnam.
Batu leads Vietnam in Sid Meier's
Very
Civilization
cool.
6.
Looks like a war-oriented one with a spear in hand.
Also known as Lady True, is best remembered for her fiery personality and abject tenaciousness. She is once said to have proclaimed, "I'd like to ride storms, slay big whales in the open sea, drive out foreign aggressors, reconquer the country, undo the ties of serfdom, and never bend my back to be the concubine of whatever man." Vietnam's unique ability is Nine Dragon River Delta. All land specialty districts can only be built on rainforest, marsh, or woods tiles.
Okay, so that's going to be a pretty interesting and unique kind of circumstance. This is going to play a lot into how you set up your game in the early game. If you actually start on a standard map, you might actually find some difficulty. So say if you're on like floodplains or something like that, you might have some marsh around you, but wet maps are going to be really good, as well as some ones that are on standard setting for the temperature, because I think if you go hot or cold, you're not going to have too much. You might have some woods in the tundra, but if you go very hot, you're going to be in the desert, and you're not going to have either of these things. So that's going to be really, really key to see how that plays out with each map type.
Buildings on each type of tile receive either additional science, production, or culture.
Okay, so now you can see like the theater square gets a +1 science for being on a rainforest, I believe. Where was that? That is on a rainforest, yeah, so you get an extra science for there. Let's see, the commercial hub is on a marsh, so you get production for marshes. And then Holy Site is on a wood, so you get culture for that. So that's actually going to be pretty cool. Especially for things like if you compound this with like Lady of the Reeds and Marshes for like the Pantheon for marshes there, you get +2 production. So I wonder if that compounds in. It probably doesn't because you built a district on there, but it very well might. I very much doubt it though. But that's interesting to note.
This ability also allows woods to be planted with the Medieval Fairs Civic.
Oh, okay. So the Medieval Fairs Civic, that's not actually too far. Obviously, it's in the medieval era. And that's actually like pretty powerful for potential culture victories. You could also build those to get extra culture because like we saw earlier, the culture, you get extra culture if your district is on a culture tile. No, if you get an extra culture if your district is on a woods tile. So that'd be pretty neat to get that up very quickly. That might be the solution for, say, if you're in a hot, arid area or something like that that doesn't have a lot of rainforest, marsh, or woods.
Vietnam's unique unit is the medieval era ranged unit.
Ooh, very cool.
The Voi Chien.
Inspired
by guerrilla tactics,
very cool.
This unit has additional movement and can even move after attacking.
Oh, that's actually going to be pretty powerful.
Than the crossbowman unit it replaces, but is stronger when defending and has greater sight. Vietnam.
That's actually going to be pretty cool. So that seems like a defensive one. It's pretty mobile. It replaces the crossbowman. That's pretty neat. It'll fill a nice niche there for defensive stuff. Crossbowmen are already great at defending, but now with the extra mobility and all of that, that's going to make it a very defensive powerhouse and maybe an aggressive powerhouse as well.
Vietnam's unique district is called the Tien and offers additional culture for each adjacent district.
Oh, very cool.
Once flight is researched, this district generates tourism equal to its culture output.
Okay, so very neat. So you can use this almost like a, in your other cities, use it like a government plaza, just center it up right in the center, and then all your other districts around it, and then later on in the game, it's going to net you a bunch of tourism. So this civilization looks like it's geared up for like the crossbowman upgrade. That seems like a pretty good one mid-game. So this civilization seems really mid-game oriented. It's going to hurt if you start off in a location that doesn't have the rainforest or the woods or marsh, but that mid-game is going to excel you up culture-wise and tourism-wise pretty heavily, which is pretty cool.
It does not require population and is cheaper to build than the encampment district it replaces.
Okay, so it does not require a population to build. That means you can get it in every single one of your cities. So that pretty much means you get a free tourism in every single one of your cities for free. So if you happen to be going for something like a science victory with them, I don't know if that fits with them, but what that means is you will be able to make sure that the other AI or other players aren't getting as much of culture, because you will be getting culture as well with your unique district. So that's pretty neat.
Batu's unique ability, Drive Out the Aggressors, provides additional combat strength for units fighting in rainforest, marsh,
that's going to be
or woods
powerful.
tiles. This bonus is further increased for tiles owned by Vietnam.
Oh, wow.
Getting a turn in rainforest, marsh, or woods also provides additional movement, which is also further increased for tiles owned by Vietnam.
So you get a passive ability to pretty much have a great general in your lands and everywhere, essentially. +5 combat strength is actually super powerful against the AI. Deity AI only have a +4 combat strength against you, a bonus against you, so that automatically negates that once you are in those kind of terrains. Obviously, it doesn't work outside of that terrain, but once you're in that terrain, yeah, you pretty much have Himiko on your side with that defensive bonuses. That's insane. That's going to make them a very good city, good civilization to defend early game, to get to that mid game where you're going to accelerate, get all that culture and tourism and things like that. And since your encampment doesn't take population, you can get those in every city. Make sure you're very well defended. Man, this is going to be a really, really compact, dense civilization.
Vietnam can be flexible in its path to victory, focusing on either science or culture, depending on the placement of districts. Either way, construct buildings as quickly as possible to leverage their extra yields. Avoid desert, but don't be afraid to settle in open plains or grassland, as Vietnam can plant woods early. However, rainforests can't be planted, so think carefully before chopping them. Woods, rainforest, and marsh tiles owned by Vietnam offer the Civ significant tactical benefits, turning Vietnam into a defensive powerhouse. Of course, if you choose your battles strategically, these tiles also allow Vietnam to render some crippling offensive attacks. For these reasons, watch out for forest fires and volcanoes, which can be especially devastating for this civilization. Will you ride storms, slay big whales, and reconquer the country? How will you lead Vietnam in Sid Meier's Civilization 6?
Okay, that's insane. This is going to be really, really great early game. Mid-game, it's going to even get more powerful, defensive-wise early game. So you might struggle to go ahead and get your civilization up in the early game, but that's going to be, you're going to be fine defensive-wise with all those defensive boosts and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to playing this game. So that's our first look at Vietnam's new leader. I think I'm going to really enjoy this Civ because I hate when the deity AI goes ahead and declares war on you within the first 20 turns. With this civilization, it actually is going to be pretty possible to hold those guys off, as well as early barbarians if they rush you with horsemen, anything like that. I think you'd be very, very sound if you play probably on a wet map. That would be pretty ideal. And then maybe something with like maybe New World Age, so you can have some hills and stuff like that to get production up. I think it's going to be pretty cool civilization to play. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of this civilization, what you like about their unique abilities. And with that, I'm going to leave you guys, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, bye.